Hello, in this video I'm going to show you the best settings for Super Mario Wonder on Ryujinx for your ROG Ally and ROG Ally X. This is obviously going to be the benchmark and performance for ROG Ally X, but a lot of these tips you can follow for ROG Ally as well. So first of all, you want to actually open up your Armory crate by pressing this button. This is an Asus piece of software, and this is just a general sort of advice for improving performance in games. And once it launches up, you want to go to settings, go to performance, go to GPU settings, and here memory assigned to GPU, select that to auto. Bear in mind, if you change that to anything, it will ask you to restart, so make sure you restart your system. Next, if you open up Command Center, hate it when it just closes and then it takes a little bit of time to reopen. Okay, make sure operating mode is in turbo and make sure CPU boost is on. Now we can launch our game and I'll show you the settings within the emulator that are best as well. Okay, you want to go to options, settings, and in system select VSync, select expand DRAM to 8 gig. If you have any sort of major issues, you really shouldn't on the ROG Ally X. On ROG Ally you might, then just disable this. You want to go to CPU, leave that as default, and everything else you can just leave as is. Graphics you want to change to Vulkan. You want to, everything else should be enabled here except for texture compression. You want to enable that. You literally say when you hover over it, it mentions Super Mario Wonder. You want to change the resolution scale from native to custom. You want to set it to 0.5. Let me just focus in. And so this will lower the resolution, so it won't look as good. So that's where you come here, change the scaling filter to FSR, and change the sharpness to 88. So this will actually upscale it, and it'll make it close to, if not the same as the original, resolution. So this is a good compromise while still getting good performance. Click OK, and we can now launch our game up. There we go. Okie dokie. Once this loads, I'm going to quickly check that my input. You had a feeling that it might not be on the correct one. There we go. So I want to be on my Xbox controller. And down here, there's a couple of other settings, or there's one other setting as well. There's docked. If you click that, it changes to handheld. And you might notice that the quality of the image does drop from docked to handheld. And that's because handheld natively is at 720p, docked is at 1080p. On the scaled down resolution, handheld goes from 720 to 360p, and docked goes from 1080p to 480p. I know we have the FSR, but obviously 720p is still different from 1080 in terms of the original resolution, but you get more performance in handheld. So let me first show you docked mode and how that runs. And what I'm going to do is just go to toggle full screen. I'm going to play this now. I'm going to say real-time monitoring. So this is in docked mode, and we'll see what sort of performance we'll get in docked mode. Just going to play the first level. We are getting some pretty solid performance there. There was a low frame drop there. It's come in the foreground now. Stay in this mode and just complete the level. So as you can see, some pretty solid performance right there in dock mode. For the most part, we was at 60 frames, we was getting some slowdowns. Let's try handheld mode. So again, this is another little tip. If you aren't in full screen mode, you will get lower performance. And just for quick testing, just checking stuff out is fine, but yeah, make sure you go to full screen mode. And this is like a, there we go, just need to go back. So yeah, make sure you have it in desktop mode and you can press B to go back. So like if I go back, toggle full screen, obviously you just in command center, you make sure you're in desktop mode, press B and it'll take you back. Okay, so now I'm gonna switch to handheld mode. Toggle full screen. And now I'm gonna play the exact same level again, and we're gonna see it in handheld mode. And you might notice that some of the things like Mario's head in there doesn't look as good quality. And again, you are lowering the resolution regarding the scale, factor that we put on. You are lowering it when you are in handheld mode, so that's just inevitable anyway. But I think, in my opinion, the handheld mode, even on a 1080p display of the ROG Alloy X, is more than sufficient if the performance is significantly better. And will determine if the performance is significantly better. So we had some, again, you can call them major slowdown, but they weren't frequent enough that it would ruin the gameplay, but you would notice them for sure. So far we haven't had those sort of slowdowns yet. I'm trying to emulate the gameplay as as much as possible, trying to do the exact same stuff. Okay, in the same fashion, I'm not going to collect the window seed. I'm literally just going to complete the level. So there we go. As you can see, the performance of Ryujinx Super Mario Wonder is fantastic. You are getting 60 frames per second. If you put it into handheld mode, it's pretty much consistently 60 frames per second. In docked mode, for that slightly higher resolution, you can sacrifice a few frames here and there, get a slightly better image. For me, I would go handheld mode with these settings, but you can still get a great experience in docked mode as well. So let me know what other videos you would like to see next. I've actually got another video for Super Mario Wonder coming for Yuzu, and then like a split screen comparison between the two as well. Not Yuzu, sorry, Suyu, because Yuzu has been taken down, and Suyu is like the sort of the phoenix, the risen out of the ashes of Yuzu. So yeah, let me know if you like the video. Give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, bye.